All right, let's dive right into this explainer and build an advanced tactical toolkit for deep bug investigation. If you have ever felt completely stuck, just waiting around for a backend developer to recreate a very specific server state just so you can test your front-end code, well, you are definitely in the right place.
Imagine this for a second. What if you could change absolutely any API response in real time, without ever even touching the back end? Today, we aren't just casually looking at network traffic. We're going to act like forensic investigators. We are going to rewrite live traffic to solve those impossible bugs, mock edge cases, and take complete control over how our applications behave.
Okay, Section 1, the lockpick, SSL Proxying setup.
So the absolute critical first step here involves a concept called SSL Proxying. Look, almost all web traffic today is encrypted via HTTPS, right? And without decrypting it, all your precious evidence is just unreadable, useless binary data. Charles Proxy acts as a man in the middle. It dynamically generates a unique certificate so it can decrypt, display, and modify that secure communication before passing it along to the real server. But to actually pick this lock, you have to configure your system to trust Charles. I'll walk you through the steps. And please, pay close attention to step 3, because it's the one step most people get wrong. After installing the Charles root certificate, you must open your system's certificate manager, like keychain access if you're on a Mac. Double-click that certificate and manually change the trust settings to Always Trust. Finally, you have to explicitly enable SSL proxying for the specific host domains you want to investigate. Otherwise, Charles just acts as a blind, transparent tunnel.
Moving right along to Section 2, the scalpel, pausing traffic with breakpoints.
Operating with surgical precision, a breakpoint in Charles Proxy is exactly what it sounds like. It's an intentional stop. The very next time your app makes a specific request, Charles literally pauses the communication midair. This lets you manually examine and edit the headers, the JSON body, or the status code before it ever reaches the server or before the response ever makes its way back to your app.
So, the crucial point is that once a request is paused, you have complete practical control over its fate. You've got 3 choices here. Execute applies your sneaky manual changes and lets the request proceed. Abort instantly kills the request, which is great for simulating a harsh network failure. Or cancel just discards your edits and lets the traffic flow normally.
Let's look at a really practical test scenario. Say you want to see exactly how your app handles bad data. You can intercept a live outgoing API request, surgically change a perfectly valid user ID to an invalid one right there in the Charles interface, hit execute, and just watch how your backend copes with the error. It's totally brilliant for negative testing.
All right, Section 3, the decoy, faking responses with MapLocal.
Now, what if you don't want to manually pause and edit every single time? I mean, who has the time for that? That is exactly where MapLocal comes in. Instead of fetching a response from the actual remote server, MapLocal intercepts the request and transparently feeds your application a local file right from your hard drive. The beautiful thing is, the app has absolutely no idea it's not talking to the real server.
And this brilliantly illustrates why MapLocal is an absolute superpower for front-end developers and QA engineers. Just think about these scenarios. You can test offline modes by serving empty files. You can test performance by serving massively bloated JSON payloads. You can map a live endpoint to a local file containing a 500 internal server error, or map to a file with localized text to test your translations. You can test almost any edge case entirely on your own.
Next up, Section 4, the automator, automating with rewrite rules.
So, MapLocal is fantastic for replacing whole files, but what if you want to automatically tweak specific parts of a live response? We really need to contrast our approaches here. Breakpoints, as we discussed, are for manual, one-off, paused execution. Rewrite rules, however, are automated, they're persistent, and they operate using powerful regex pattern matching without ever pausing the flow of the application.
With rewrite rules, you set up a configuration once, and it alters every single matching request right on the fly. You can use header rules to automatically inject authorization tokens. You can use body rules to do regex find and replace on live text payloads. You can even rewrite the response status code to force a 503 bad gateway error continuously, all while the real server is perfectly healthy. It's incredibly powerful.
Finally, Section 5, cracking the case, solving the production crash.
Let's bring this entire toolkit together to solve a real, incredibly frustrating mystery. Picture our crime scene. A mobile app is crashing in production. The reports indicate it only happens when the payment API returns a very specific, incredibly rare error JSON format alongside a 503 status code. The huge problem here? The production server is perfectly healthy right now, and the staging environment doesn't have a way to force this exact error. The engineer desperately needs to reproduce this crash to verify their fix.
Using Char's Proxy, the support engineer easily cracks the case. First, they identify the live payment API endpoint. Second, they use MapLocal to replace that live response with a local file containing the exact, handcrafted 503 error JSON. Third, they open the app, trigger the payment, and boom, they successfully reproduce the crash on demand without breaking the staging environment for anyone else. Finally, they record a screen capture of the crash alongside the Charles logs, attaching definitive reproduction evidence straight to the Jira ticket. Case closed.
As our sources highlight, Charles Proxy gives full visibility, helping teams test edge cases, debug misconfigured APIs, and validate request flows without needing to update code. It elevates a developer or support engineer from simply reporting that a bug exists to definitively isolating, controlling, and cracking it.
By mastering SSL Proxying, Breakpoints, MapLocal, and rewrite rules, you now have a seriously advanced forensic toolkit at your disposal. So I'll leave you with this question. Which frustrating, impossible-to-reproduce bug will you investigate first using your new toolkit? Fire up Charles Proxy, trust that certificate, and happy hunting!